प्रातस्मरामि हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वं सच्चित्सुखं परमहंसगतिं तुरीयं यत्स्वप्नजागरसुषुप्तमवेति नित्यं तद्ब्रह्मनिष्कलमहं न च भूतसङ्गः तपोभिक्षीणपापानां शान्तानां वीतरागिणां मुमुक्षूणामपेक्षोऽयम् आत्मबोधो विधीयते बोधोऽन्यसाधनेभ्यो हि साक्षान्मोक्षैकसाधनम् पाकस्य वह्निवज्ञानं विना मोक्षो न सिद्ध्यति। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Just to comfort you all, we had intended to have a small group discussion at 10 a.m. which will be changed to another lecture. So the rest of the verses we can comfortably finish with this and the next session, followed which you will have the big group discussion, so the pending questions also can be addressed. I think we would do justice to all that needs to be done, right? So the last we did was the அது போயிடுச்சு. இங்கே ஒன்றுமே இல்லை, இது வரல. The 17th verse. कुरुते गंगा सागर गमनम व्रत परिपालनम अथवा दानम ज्ञानविहीनः सर्वमतेन मुक्तिं न भजति जन्मशतेन. चैंट பண்ணலாமா ஒரு வாட்டி? कुरुते गंगा सागर गमनम व्रत परिपालनम अथवा दानम ज्ञानविहीनः सर्वमतेन मुक्तिं न भजति जन्मशतेन. So these masters are very critical. They want to ensure that you don't hold on to the non-essentials of spiritual practice. But we are very unmindful, we don't heed to this advice of the masters. What we do is we are in our comfort zone. We just do what is comfortable to us, convenient to us. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone, you don't want to grow, you don't want to adopt. Just open the door, Vijaya. The gentleman has come. Ankush, is it? Ankusha. Hi Ankush, very sorry disturbing you. This fellow is not behaving himself, so he called the master. This boy is doing outstanding seva, very, very touching. In fact, meanwhile, I would want to wish Jayaraman a very happy marriage anniversary. In fact, I keep telling her I really admire one quality in her is that Shraddha she has. If she wants to do something, day or night, rain or shine, she does it. Not believe the situation she had to endure, had to go through. She was not even certain she would come for the event, and she was working through it. She has her mother-in-law almost at the deathbed. She is very critical condition and she is deteriorating day by day. It's happening right now as I say it. She didn't even know whether she will come a day before the event. She said, I'll have to take call that day. With all that one goes through, to be able to pursue it is not easy. So that is the primary reason, the invocation is chanted together by the teacher and the taught. Because it's not just the teacher is inspiring a student, it's also the student that inspires the teacher. It's a collective sadhana. We are in the same journey. So I help you evolve, you help me evolve, so we all evolve. That's the purpose. So it's very inspiring. I must certainly say that, So I thought it's worth mentioning because we always can learn from each other. There's so much to learn. I only mention her, not that all of you are lovely people and there's so much to learn even for me. But only that I don't know you all much enough. But I'm certain our relationship and the journey will go much longer. Right? Let's get on with it. They will see whether it will happen or not otherwise. So what I was trying to drive home, the point is, it is the job of the Guru to put you back on track. That is the only job of the Guru. It's like a Guru is always drawn a parallel to a signpost. Whenever you're off track, or even when you're on track, if you're off track, it brings you back on track. If you're on track, it assures you you're on the track. That's all a signpost does. So we be very, very mindful of what this verse is saying, because most likely than not, people unknowingly, ignorantly slip into this mechanical rituals, and it consumes their, in fact, it takes a precedence over the essentials of spiritual path. As I've said, the non-essentials are the rituals, blind beliefs and superstitious practices. They seem to prevail. Now, even the little you have experienced these 2 days, you will not have a single element of a mechanical ritual or a superstition or a blind belief. Consciously, you try to inject these principles. It doesn't have to, you don't have to give too much weightage. That's what it means. Don't get carried away. If you need to perform any ritual, you need to ensure you, so even being the chant of the invocation, you can do it mechanically, don't you? Can't we do it mechanically? Getting in the morning, mechanically get up in the morning. Gayatri mantra, mechanically do Gayatri mantra. It can become mechanical. Even the food, Brahmarpanam, Brahmavi, mechanically you can do, not understanding what it implies. So these rituals, he is not ridiculing them, because these again have been introduced by the great Mahatmas with an intended purpose. The only purpose is to convey a deeper implication. Again, it's a different approach, a packaging, just to draw a certain level of people. Not everybody is designed for the knowledge, not everybody is designed for the vidya. So how to attract, how to draw those who are not able to attune to the knowledge? So they had to find, they had to introduce the concept of idols, worship, the rituals that surround, that endorse, that not endorse, but rather that embellish, that accompany such approach, so that it could draw them towards spirituality. So most people who are in the spiritual field are, I would say more than 90% are in the realm of rituals. They're mechanically doing various rituals. But what you need to understand is there is a deep significance behind every ritual. So if you are involved with the rituals, and in fact you can't run away from rituals, let me get that right. It is not that you can abandon or you can put them up in a locker and throw in the loft and say, no, I have got nothing to do with it, I am a jnani. No such arrogance, please, no such attitude. You can't do away with rituals. Rituals is an integral part of sadhana. You need to have them, integrate them in your sadhana. But you would lose their influence or their role in your lives and your growth if you don't understand their purpose, why it's introduced for. If you do it mechanically, it defeats the purpose. So he is not against proceeding where the Ganges meets the ocean. It's not that you should not practice vows, neither does it mean you should not do charity. They are all meaningful practices, but if they are done without understanding its purpose, it becomes meaningless. So make them meaningful in your life. That's what is the message. Make them purposeful. Otherwise, it serves no purpose. Alright? So, let's move on. 18. Suramandira-taru moola-nivasaha shayya-bhutala majinam vasaha sarva-parigraha bhoga-tyagaha kasya sukham naka roti viragaha sukhata kriyate suramandira-taru moola-nivasaha shayya-bhutala majinam vasaha sarva-parigraha bhogatyagaha kasya sukham na karoti viragaha. The title of this verse is A Man of True Dispassion. Now, from verses 14 to 17, we have been given an impression that renunciation is a myth, that there is nothing like renunciation. We spoke about a hypocrite. We spoke. नहीं आ रहा है आप नहीं जाना आने तक, आपको नहीं छोड़ेंगे, आप भी बैठिए, विराज जी आप भी, यहाँ आना है आपको, वहाँ बैठिए, नहीं वहाँ क्यों बैठ रहे हो आप, ऊपर बैठिए ना, आ जाएगा, आपकी दया से आएगा तो हम थोड़ा पढ़ सकते हैं, हो जाएगा, आपकी दया, बस सबकी दया होनी चाहिए ना. Residing under the tree in temple, sleeping on the ground, wearing deer skin, renouncing all possessions and enjoyment, to him will not dispassion bring happiness. Kasya sukham na karoti viragaha. Again, the terms used, आ गया, perfect. आप ठहरिए, उसको टर्न करेंगे, अगर गया तो दोबारा करना पड़ेगा आपको. मुझे बहुत डर लग रहा है उसको देखते हुए, कहाँ जाएगा बोल के. Gayatri, don't touch the laptop until the retreat finishes. அப்படியே இருக்கணும் அது, சரிங்களா? ஐயோ அது வேற, करेक्ट, वी नीड टू शिफ्ट. आपको दोबारा बुलाना पड़ेगा आपको, प्लीज. हाँ, द सेकंड सेशन विल हैव दैट. हाँ, दिस इज राइट. परफेक्ट, परफेक्ट, परफेक्ट. थैंक यू, थैंक यू अंकुश. हरिओम. Help comes. Stranger, that fellow. We don't even know who he is. We meet in an ashram, he comes and helps us. Amazing. See, you need to not take anything for granted. Nothing for granted. Otherwise, we would have had the session without that. It could have impaired a little bit of convenience we would have had all the while, which meant disturbing someone who is not available for us first and foremost. But to be available on a phone call at an hour where he is not expected to answer a call, to come and serve us, I only see divinity in him to be able to help that happen for us. A stranger, again, I said, all through our lives we will find strangers coming and helping you in a cause you believe in. It can be as innocuous as this, or it can be as profound, but it really doesn't matter. It all comes. So the verse is picturizing a man of true dispassion. Now, how does he capture that state of dispassion? He says he is residing under a tree in temple, sleeping on the ground. Again, don't be carried away by the choice of words, but he is trying to convey the spirit. What he is trying to say is, here is a person who is living on the minimum. He is very comfortable with whatever he thinks is decent enough for him with a lifestyle. He has simplified his life. He has ensured that his life needs are met so that he can carry on with his pursuit of the higher. You know, in fact, when can you really embark on your spiritual journey? We all want to be in the spiritual journey. When does one embark on the spiritual journey? Certainly, to understand that's the ultimate. But when would you be released from the clutches of that material Maya? It's a very strong grip it has on us, doesn't it? It doesn't let us go. It doesn't let go of you to pursue. So it just keeps pulling you back. It keeps drawing you. It keeps distracting you. It becomes a big obstacle or an impediment in a very sincere sadhak like you all. It can become a very serious obstacle. It doesn't let you pursue something which you are inspired with. It just keeps drawing you back. It's a very much a reality, a very realistic problem. Why it happens is because you have not, what you known as, you have not standardized your life. You have not drawn a line and said, I've got the minimum what I need, whatever your minimum is. Because there is no maximum in life. Kada? Maximum ekkadundi? Bill Gates. Even Bill Gates is not content with what he has got. He also is acquiring, busy multiplying, busy reinvesting. Who are the Jeff Bezos? Is that the richest fellow? That fellow also, the richest fellows also, they are all trying to multiply their wealth. Because every hour they calculate every hour their fortune keeps changing in millions of dollars. They start counting every minute. Oh, if I spend this much time here, how much does it help me in my work? They are also not content. So there is no maximum. So if you don't draw a minimum in your life, means whatever you think is, I think I need this. Till then you keep pursuing it, because till then you can't switch to the higher. Impossible to pursue the higher, because your mind is constantly drawn away by that material pursuit. You can't think of the higher values, you can't pursue it. So keep a minimum, get that, and thereafter enough. You may want to revisit that minimum, because what was your minimum 10 years ago may not be 5 years later, 10 years later. But in the meantime, in the 5-10 years, what has happened? Okay, I hope you are imagining what I am saying. Let's say in 2010, you had a minimum that I should have this, so that I can put aside that I get a regular income, I have a secured home, I have a regular provided for my family needs, I have security for my future, so that I have set up everything, so I don't have to worry. It will all go on as a mechanism, as a process. It will take care. I can do what I want to do. 2010 you decided. You had a certain minimum benchmark. Now 10 years later, what you said in 2010, due to inflation and due to many changes, what you had then doesn't really perhaps meet your needs today. You might be missing something in the equation. I am carefully drawing you to the equation. What was then, and if you same thing now, then you will again fall into the trap, because again it's an unending vicious cycle. Because it's a constantly evolving process of your needs never going to be met. But what could have happened from 2010 to 2020? The fact that you have standardized your life in 2010 and you have embarked on the journey, you have evolved spiritually. You have changed as a person. What does it mean? When you have evolved and changed as a person, your needs have become much lesser. So the mindset with which you measured what your minimum was then, and the mindset with which you measure what is minimum now is much lesser. Earlier you felt you need to have a 4-bedroom house, you need to have a farmhouse, you need to have this much fixed deposits, this much in investments, I must have savings for my family's education, I would wish to travel every 1 year overseas, I would like to have a chauffeur-driven car, I would like to have this, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, if that was your mindset, you standard, you cater to that, and then say, okay, I want to do that, yet I want to do spirituality, but I want to have all that. Let's say you had all that. But as you evolved, you realize, why do I need a 4-bedroom palatial bungalow? It's a headache, a nuisance, and I don't really need it. I think I'm happy switching into a 2-bedroom apartment somewhere. I'm fine. Why do you need a farmhouse? Yes, sir?
What the sage at that point of time under the skin and all was there, he is actually getting fruits and all. That is also not available. So he has to move and then go to a place that is also available. That was the angle I was looking at.
Agree with you. If that's the thing, agree with you. But he may adapt to the changes, but his needs have reduced. They're two different things. You adapt to situations, but his necessity has not increased. Because of inflation, it's not that his needs have increased, his needs have reduced, in fact, because he has evolved. Are you able to measure, catch what I'm saying? In fact, if you have not, you got to relate to this. Who is a rich person? A rich person is one whose desires or his needs are less than his income. If his income can only satisfy this much, but his desires are very little his income. He is a very rich man because his needs are not much, Maya. Very simple needs. He may not earn much, but his needs are little, so he is very happy. Samajh mein aa raha hai? But who is a poor person? I may be earning much, but my needs and desires are far more than my income. I'm always a poor person spiritually. So, when you evolve, your needs become less. But also what happens is your ability to earn also increases. I don't want to slip into that. This is how we do in the corporate training, we tell them. You're earning, but your needs also are increasing, so you always are poor man. If we can earn more and reduce your demands, you always are royalty. You are always rich. You find you are in abundance at always, because the disparity increasing. I am able to earn more and I am able to decrease my needs. But if your needs also increasing in proportion to your ability to acquire, what will happen? Always a poor person. See, the moment you buy a car, you're not satisfied because you have a desire of a luxury car, but you just have to buy an entry version car. A small car you have to buy, but you have a desire of an Audi or a Merc. Oh, I want to have a Mercedes, that's my goal in life. That's the goal first of all. That is summa path of secular. Chasing your desires. But let's say if you want to have a Merc in your life, but I am only starting with whatever, I don't want to tarnish the brand image of any car. Content mainly hai there. So, in fact, you note this, and with this you will find there was Oliver Goldsmith, if I am not wrong, Oliver Goldsmith, who wrote Village Preacher. He writes in this beautiful poem of a village preacher who lived a life, his mindset was, who was passing rich with 40 pounds a year. Means his earnings was 40 pounds a year. Means how many pounds a month? 3 pounds plus. So he is very happy with 3 pounds, 3.33 pounds a year. 1.3, yeah? A month, 3 points per month, 40 pounds a year. Now, are you rich with what you have? Whatever pounds you calculate, convert, whatever dollars you have, whatever assets you have. With all that, are you rich with it? Or you still feel you're poor with it? So, living under a tree means he is comfortable with it. So, again, the concept I did say, what is your minimum? Identify that. Having identified your minimum, just don't bother or frustrate yourself after that. Don't keep comparing, oh look at him, what he has got, what I have got. Then arrest it. then your mind will not wander there. This is how you be very, very mentally clear to. Then your mind is not distracted thereafter. I am very clear. Okay, I have got what I want. My interest is elsewhere. Otherwise, every time you are distracted, every time there is something new you want to upgrade, everything something there you want to keep chasing. Again, the concept I said is standardize your life. This is what is called standardizing your life. Standardize it. Don't keep. Even it starts from standardizing your pen, whether you are happy with a ball pen or a gel pen or a Mont Blanc. If you need a Mont Blanc, that means you will have to shell out 20,000 rupees for a pen. And if you are using 4 or 5 pens, that means your Mont Blanc level is you will have 4 or 5 pens everywhere, Mont Blanc. Oh, that's my level. I can't leave my home without a Mont Blanc. What kind of a watch you wear, what kind of a shoes you wear, what kind of this you wear, whatever is your standard. Then you realize, why do you need a Mont Blanc? Yes, sir. Ball pen bodume. Then you don't have to run to maintain 4 Mont Blancs. 10 ரூபாய் போடானா ஒரு பென் வரும், அது போதும் எனக்கு. Why you need a Mont Blanc? See, then you start evolving, your material needs start reducing. This is a very smart way, very intelligent way of releasing yourself from the clutches of the material grip. Very strong indeed, this is Maya. Sorry Maya, I have to use the word. Very strong indeed is this Maya, this samsara, this terrestrial entanglement, he says. How to get it over with? Just make it very dead clear, then you don't bother, don't frustrate. Frustration varada. I am very clear what I want. There is no thought bothering you. But whenever you have any necessities or needs, you will find ways it will come. You know, whenever I used to travel for my lectures, I used to carry these many books with me. Reference books, and I'll have all next to me, because if I refer, I'm putting a book and reading. Then one of my students in Malaysia said, IT guy, sir, why can't you transfer all your notes to the pad, an iPad? So I've got all my years sadhana, all my lectures, Upanishads, Gita, name it, corporate talks, everything in this piece of machinery. So what I've done is all scanned. These notes I have written 25 years ago. When I first started lecturing, these were my notes. So actually I purposely scanned them because I like the originality of the original works I wrote. That paper color, that toned paper color, I wanted that. I didn't want to have that modern typing thing. I wanted that. Now what I'm finding is, I'm finding it difficult to read because so much is written. If I want to refer to it, this fellow is so small. I can't, I'm not able to read it. Maybe the sight I've got, and also is too much for me to. So am I to start worrying how to upgrade it? I've been using for 5-6 years now. It has served its purpose. Then whom I mentioned, okay, I just think need a bigger instrument so that it serves the purpose, so I can see things little clearly. Don't worry, it will be arranged. I am not sitting and running behind it, but whatever needs are there. If not now, some other time it will come. You know, a person who is rajasic will chase his desires. A person who has risen above the desire, a mere sankalpa is enough. A sankalpa ante or a thought. Just look into that. Yes sir, it's done. All that, you don't have to chase it, you don't have to struggle for it, you don't have to earn it. The fact that you are doing a larger purpose, sir, the parango. So you are way clear, you don't have to worry of anything. But you live your life with the clear pursuit of the higher. Thoughts should never shift from the lower. I hope I'm not getting carried away with this beautiful concept. I'm just saying I've spent half an hour over just on one line. How am I to do 31 verses in 4 sessions? Mudiyadhu. I'm uncomfortable to do this, but still we'll do it. I'm just trying to give you a glimpse of it. How profound are these seemingly innocuous statements? Seemingly innocuous. We went to standardizing, we went to Oliver Goldsmith, we went to Inge, just one statement. Living under tree, hold on. Renouncing all possessions, enjoyment. Again, renouncing not possession, renouncing possessiveness. Wherever they say possession, it's possessiveness, understand that. And the craving, not enjoyment. You're not renouncing enjoyment, but your thirst, the greed, the obsession for enjoyment. To him will not dispassion bring happiness. Now the takeaway from here is, what gives you happiness is dispassion. And what is the word for dispassion? Vairagya. So Viveka is discrimination. We all may have the ability to discriminate, dissect, analyze, speak, lecture, orate. That's no use. As long as you don't have this Vairagya, the ability to be dispassionate towards what the world has to throw at you. And as long as you have that, you will find yourself reveling in peace and bliss. You're giving up your petty values. You don't have any value for what the world has to offer. That is Vairagya. Oh yeah. So this is a picture of dispassion. One who has dispassion, Vairagyam, he will find himself peace, reveling in peace and bliss. Okay. The next verse is a beautiful verse. Yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chetam nandati nandati nandatyeva. Yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chetam nandati nandati nandatyeva. One may revel in yoga, which is spiritual discipline, or bhoga, sense enjoyment. What is that? Another? You don't make sense to me. Bhoga na another. What is that? You all, no attunement you all, I tell you. You completely out. What is bhoga? Puriya Vairagya. What is bhoga? Nagada, nagada, nagada. Adda bhoga. Adda no attunement ningala inga already periya vairagam irukku. Philosophy பேசுறீங்க நீங்க காலையில. Adda what yesterday we were dancing, no? Another. Enna sir the song nagada na? First time in my life, first time I'm hearing that word nagada. First time I'm hearing that. I never heard that word till now. Hey, what movie song are there? Yesterday I heard first time, then I couldn't sleep after that. Only Nagada was coming in my head. So much so, Brahma Murtam also I'm saying Nagada. I have told you, no, you people will transform me, change me. I don't know how much I have influenced you all, but all of your Mahat has influenced me. One evening poetry. So whether you are in Bhaja Govindam or Nagada, that's what the contrasting. Whether you are in spiritual discipline or indulging in the world, adha I say, you don't make sense, Gayatri, to me. Sense of my bhoga na nagada, bracket la write down notes. Appada you'll make sense. Now you know why I reacted like that? Because the attunement illa. Correct, sir? Maninchanga na inga inda ukkanda nagada pesninga. Gurudev, please forgive me, Gurudev. I need to seek his forgiveness also. I hope not. I hope not, you know. That should not be the limelight of the event. That should not be the takeaway. So, but it was a lovely first timer for me. I have never ever been a part of a bonfire. Never ever. So I did not know what to prepare for. Vijay was telling, are you not prepared for this? I don't know what to prepare for. I am slogging, I prepared for Bhaja Govindam. I am not prepared for bonfire. I must confess. So if there is any shortcomings of what song to play, I did not know. It was first time in my life I am available for a bonfire. I do not know what it is. So what song to play, what to do, I thought we'll sit around the fire. I didn't know you were supposed to dance around the fire.
We were burning our desire.
Ama. Ningala Medavi Ningala. My prostrations, my salutations to you all. Where enna solla mudiyum, onnu solla mudiyadhu. Ashram trees and leaves, onnume illa. You might not get your, what is that drink? Herbal tea you may not get, because by mistake we plugged a few herbal trees also and put into the fire. Our Surya Narayana will say, where is my herbal tea? All burnt in the desire. So, the message here is, one may revel in yoga, which is spiritual discipline, or one may in bhoga, sense enjoyment. One may revel in company or without company. Sangarato va sangavihinaha. Doesn't really matter. What matters? Yasya brahmani ramate chittam. Nandati nandati nandatyeva. He is happy, indeed happy, man. This guy is a fellow who is reveling in peace. This is the source of your happiness. You have lost your happiness is because you have not doing nandati. Nandati means reveling, thinking, smarana. Where is your thought? All that matters. This is the essence of a spiritual man. This is the quintessence, the acid test of a spiritual person is, where are his thoughts? So, what you must understand, and very clearly understand, that what you must understand, that this verse is not meant to be practiced. Clear, bold, red pen bold. This is not meant to be practiced. This is a state of a Mahatma. A person who is established in the truth, who is evolved. For him, it doesn't matter what they do, whether they are in yoga or bhoga, whether they are in company or in seclusion. It really doesn't matter, because they have ensured that their mind is well established, rock seated in the self. You can't dislodge the mind from the self, wherever they are. Whether they are in Bhaja Govindam or in Nagada, their thoughts on Brahman. They don't get carried away with whatever is happening around them. Nothing in the world can dislodge their thoughts. But not for a practitioner. A practitioner like us, we need to seek what do we need to do, Pushpama? A practitioner, what does he need to do? We just learned yesterday evening in detail, also the few verses ago we learned. Yesterday, in fact, we did a serious mention of it. I know you're cheating. Seriously, previous verses, no, you're copying them. Practitioners like us, what do we need to do for your wall? Sadhana. What do we need to do for sadhana? Shanti Kumar Garu, what do we need to do? ரொம்ப objective பார்க்குறீங்க நீங்க detached பார்க்குறீங்க. Get involved. What is the first step, the main step, the most important step of your spiritual sadhana? Satsang. We all need to be very mindful of a satsang. But for a man who is established, he can be in Nagada also, no problem. He can be in a hard rock cafe also, no problem. He can be in company or in seclusion, doesn't matter, because he's already reached. His mind is there. You can't bring his mind off it. The question is, where is your heart? Where is your mind? If you recall, in the first one of the verses we said, balastavat krida saktah, tarunastavat taruni saktah, vriddhastavat chinta saktah, parame brahmani kopina saktah. Nobody is thinking of me was said there. What was the problem there? Mental preoccupation. Inge, what is the state? Doesn't matter where you are, but his mind is lodged on the higher. Exactly mirror images of what that previous verse was. I think it's verse 7, huh? Verse 7, balastavat. Oh, verse 11, I don't know. What's the verse? Verse 7, kada? Correct. So, verse 7 and verse 19 are actually mirror images, the opposite side of it. Anga mental preoccupation, inga mind is very dislodged. Anga you are involved in the world, mentally gone. Here you are involved in the world, but mind is very much there. The same concept, mirror image. Beautiful. Beautiful connection. Able to see the picture? Thereafter doesn't really matter, because his thoughts are established in the higher. His mind is fixed, rock seated, nothing can pull it off. But you need to do your lifetime sadhana to reach this state. No guarantee you will get it, but once you have done it, rest assured, nothing matters thereafter. Even a hurricane will not uproot you. A tsunami will not uproot you. You're grounded like a lighthouse. All the waves will come and lash into that lighthouse, but the lighthouse is firm and upright. Isn't it? Like that. Bhagavad Gita kinchita dhita ganga jalalava kanika pita sakradapiye namo rari samarcha kriyate tasyaya menana charcha. Bhagavad Gita kinchita dhita ganga jalalava kanika pita sakradapiye namo rari samarcha kriyate tasyaya menana charcha. Now this verse is giving the three spiritual disciplines. That's how it's titled. Now what are the three spiritual disciplines? He who has studied the Bhagavad Gita even a little. Don't worry sir, நான் நிறைய படிச்சிருக்கேன். நிறைய தெரியும். எல்லா 18 chapters by heart தெரியும் எனக்கு. பட் என்ன சொல்றாங்க? லிட்டில் கிஞ்சித். எவ்வளவு படிக்கணும்? எவ்வளவு தான் படிக்கணும். ఎంత చదవాలమ్మా గీత? ఇంతే చాలు. So you are relieved from Gita classes. నువ్వు వచ్చావు కదా 3-4 క్లాస్ వచ్చావా? అది చాలు అంటున్నారు సార్. Don't waste your time listening to Gita classes. ఇంత చాలు నీకు. For what? For moksha. You can again, why? What is he saying? You need to understand. So if this is what it is, we are far from it. The blunder we keep making. I'll explain what it means. He who has studied even a little of the Gita, even sipped a little bit of the drop of Ganges of water, worship Lord Murare at least once. For him, he has no dispute with Yama. Yama means the Lord of Death. Poetic. Don't worry, no Yama is going to come. Just a poetic thing. Now, what are the three spiritual disciplines referring to? The little bit of the Gita refers to the path of the Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge. Drinking a drop of Ganges refers to Bhakti, devotion, Bhakti Yoga. Worshipping Murare at least once refers to Karma Yoga. Sudhakar Garu, are you in the class? The three spiritual paths which are Karma, Bhakti, Jnanam. The main highways to spirituality. Freeway. You get onto this freeway, you will get to your destination very easily. People are doing many yogas people are doing. I don't want to mention any of them. I have nothing against them. So many yogas have mushroomed, isn't it? More popular than these three yogas. I am sure you would not have heard of these yogas. Many yogas are popular. My God, world over, universe over, the entire humanity is following. But what these great Mahatmas have said, nobody is following. Because nobody is to tell what these great men have laid down for us. Yogana, these three only. Don't get enchanted by anything else. Those are all bylanes of spirituality. Bylanes. Remember the famous, Shiva, you remember the famous Carnatic song? How many of you can relate to the Carnatic song which talks of bylanes vis-a-vis the freeway? Parandi. As a poetry or prosa? Enna sir? Mic kudunga pa. Shiva, mic kudunga. Mic kudunga sir. Chakani Margamulundaga. Chakani Raja Margamundi, straightforward path undi. Sandula ye duravo manasa. He's appealing, why are you going into the bylanes, O manasa? Straightforward royal path is there. Why are you going here and there, wandering, meandering, getting lost in the bylanes of spirituality? That's what the great Tyagaraja said. He communicated through devotion. Adi Shankaracharya is striking it hard with jnanam. Same message. Hair stands on end. Believe me, just outstanding, outstanding. It just elevates you, transports you. These great men are out of this world, out of this world. Solunga.
One idea that comes to me. Chant, bonfire, yes. But music, second and margam music. This kind of music.
Absolutely.
Just tune it, you have the bonfire, this kind of thing. Let's have a gift also to go with that.
Absolutely. Yeah, certainly.
In fact, best of both worlds.
Oh yes. In fact, we did indicate in the schedule that either bhajans or Carnatic music. It's clearly even mentioned in the schedule. If you informally is after dinner. But if you clearly see, yesterday evening, it is 6 to 6:30 devotional songs / Carnatic music. It is compulsory. 1 or 2 Carnatic songs are played. In the retreats I do it. But I respect the audiences who may not be attuned to Carnatic music. Some of them may not. But just to even introduce them, I say Carnatic music is a must. Oh. Just transported to different level altogether. I was so tempted yesterday to play one more song. Then I said 8 o'clock. Then we had a long day already. How to control those temptations is the main weakness for me. So he who let's not get carried away. Now, what does this mean? Kinchita Gita. Kinchita Gita means what? This is what he is saying. When you talk of jnanam, jnanam is not measured by how much volumes of literature you have gulped down your throat. It's not how much you have amassed in terms of information. How great a reader are you is not the point. How much have you assimilated? How much has it transformed you? So true jnanam is measured with not information but a true transformation. It is not outside in, it's inside out. Information is outside in, isn't it? You're pumping in information. Adilla jnanam. Jnanam is inside out. What comes out from within you, out into your life, in your own experiences. That is jnanam. That's why he says, little bit of knowledge is enough, man. You don't have to know the entire truth. A little truth is enough. You're content with the works because you've got the essence. And symbolically, drink a little bit of Ganges symbolizes devotion. I can't get into the detail of that story of Bhagiratha and the Ganges coming from the heavens. It's a parallel you can draw. And then he who has worshipped Murari at least once refers to Karma Yoga. Now, wherever there is prayer, wherever there is worship, it expresses as service. So prayer and service go hand in hand. They go together. In fact, if I want to spell it out, you may have all the knowledge, you may be blessed with Medha Shakti, you could be a Vedic Pandit, you can be a Brahaspati, you can have all that wisdom, but it is of no use if you don't do seva, if you don't do karma, if you don't serve, it is of no use. Put that knowledge in a dustbin, in a garbage bag. It is as useless as trash in your life. You will not evolve. Leave this retreat with this one statement: you have done good to yourself. Don't forget this phrase, what I have said. I am uttering the Brahma Muhurtam. I will not commit this sin of uttering something wrong. Rest of it, discard it. This particular statement is responsible for your growth. He is responsible. That's why I am so appreciative of the Ankush. The boy came. What is doing? Seva. Seva alone is no use without knowledge. You need the jnanam. So it's a combination. But when we people emphasize on the knowledge, we don't understand the weightage and importance of service. In fact, it's a combination of all the three: bhakti, devotion, jnanam, knowledge, and karma, service. In fact, the three qualities of a student in the Gita, it is said: prashnena, question; pranipatena, devotion; sevaya, service. Three qualities of a student, it's mentioned, these three: physical, mental, intellectual disciplines. And of this all, if you don't do seva, you will not grow. My question is why? Quickly, if you can throw me answers. Why is it that it is said, in fact, so much so glaringly they have put it, they say, serve the Guru, they say. Who is saying that? Who is Krishna? Your neighbor. Lord Bhagavan. Who is Lord Bhagavan? The Guru willing. Is he the Guru of the scripture? So, the Guru, Jagat Guru. So, the Guru is telling the Shishya to serve him. Guru Sevaya. Serve the Guru, sir. Oh, is it? Thank you. Okay. Humility. But why? It can be very greatly misconstrued. Imagine you come here for an event like this. You have due respects, appreciate that. But if I start in the good intent, tell you all to keep serving me. You know, when Swamiji Ashokji showed us the campus and the facilities, and he said, we will be giving you the specific teachers room which is assigned for our senior teachers here. I said, so thankful of that, because you'll have a little comfort, convenience for your study and things. So thank you. And then he showed me to the adjacent, there's a dining area, and he said the food will be served. If you want, you can have food in your convenience and comfort, whatever you want will be brought here. No, I said, no. I said, thank you for that, but I don't think I would be. It would have been the most easiest thing for me to say, yes, I'll appreciate if the food can be served here. And if I had told anyone with great, without any second thought, you all would have done that. Any one of you would have done that. And if I start doing that, wherever I can take the liberty of telling you all to keep serving, a time would come, it starts a ray of thought would come. Very arrogant fellow, huh? Very selfish fellow. I don't understand, why does he want himself to be served? No, is there not a possibility of that thought coming? Isn't there a possibility? Vijay Kumar Garu? Ostunda? Na Gayatri ma? Not that your devotion or respect is any less, but if I keep stretching it, what is this? I don't know whether no, not see. As I said, if you mark the words I've chosen and I've picturized the idea, you do not know me. You still have respect and reverence for what you have known of me, what reverence you have for someone with knowledge. I respect that. There is no established relationship of a Guru Shishya amongst us. Just being specific with you. Unlike Jaya Raman, I have known her for over 23-24 years. I can tell her anything, I know she'll take it. I can't take a liberty with some of you. I do not know you. What you have, a general reverence vis-a-vis an established relationship. I have known Krishnamurti for 22 years. It's an established Guru Shishya relationship they have. If I tell her, it will be done and she will not think otherwise. I know that thought would never come in her mind. I know that, that understanding is there. In those situations it will never arise. But when you do not know, and if a Guru were to keep telling to serve him, in established relationship it will not happen. But when you are not established, it can be misunderstood. That's all I am saying. So when a Guru is telling a Shishya to serve him, it can be misunderstood that the Guru is very selfish. And sir, if I tell you, sir, I think you need to do these things to the Guru to ensure that you get the blessings or the knowledge from the Guru. Oh, apdiya? Oh, is it? Oh. Very true. It should be commanding, not even. But the Guru is taking a commanding stance, but it can be misunderstood by the student. I am not demanding anything, commanding them. Now, this is where you don't understand the Guru in its entirety. You don't understand that faith is not there. Whatever Guru does is only for the evolution of the student. That's all, nothing else. There is no other intention behind the Guru, why they say what they say. So if Lord Krishna is saying, serve me, serve the Guru, why is the student being told to serve him? Is because if you do not serve, you are a selfish person. You are a taker. And if you are selfish with this knowledge, you will not grow. So by telling you or encouraging you to serve, he is kick-starting your evolution from the Guru himself. You come to the Guru, take the knowledge without serving the Guru. What service will you do outside of this knowledge? Don't you become a selfish person? Don't they say charity begins at home? You want to be grateful? First be grateful to the source of this knowledge. Your Guru himself, first serve him. First serve the Guru, then you can go and serve the world. The Guru is struggling because no Shishya is concerned of what the Guru is struggling with. But I want to serve humanity, I want to uplift humanity, forget humanity. First take care of the Guru, man. That's why they say Guru Dakshinam. Dakshinam is very important for a student. Again, if the Guru says give Guru Dakshina, Guru will be misunderstood. He's charging. You don't have that, you're not of the Adhikari. You're not a caliber of a student because you'll only misunderstand. Now, let me mention it, doesn't matter, we will catch up in the next class. You know, the episode of Ekalavya went to Dronacharya for this knowledge of archery. Guru, please give me knowledge of archery. He said, disqualified, get out, he said. I'm not going to give you because you're not qualified. Abdiya, thank you very much. What he did, as you know the story goes, he went into the woods, made a statue of his Guru and learned from that. Adna, dead Guru. Guru doesn't need to talk to you. When a Guru doesn't talk to you and you get knowledge, that talks of the caliber of the student. Nobody needs to teach you. He could draw the inspiration of the archery from a statue of the Guru. What a caliber, what a student he was. And as a true Shishya, he went back to the Guru to say, I want to pay my Dakshinam to you. He said, what? What Dakshinam am I talking about? I rejected you, isn't it? I said, you're not qualified. I said, you get out. No, sir. I made a statue of you and I learned from the statue. So I feel very indebted to what you have taught me. I want to pay you back. Oh, okay. Are you left-hander or right-hander? No, I am a right-hander. Because in archery, you hold the bow with the left hand and then you pull the string with the right hand. And in archery, if you ever attempted even any archery game or anything, it all relies on the thumb that really holds the arrow onto the string with pressure. You hold it with tight and then you release it. So all in archery is this thumb. Then he said, cut your right thumb and give me. Took a knife, cut and gave it. Most criticized, most misunderstood, most ridiculed, which brought disrepute to Dronacharya, the Guru. They said, how can a Dronacharya of that caliber behave like this? First of all, you don't teach him. You had your own sentiments not to accept him. Thereafter, this guy goes out of the way, learns, and he comes back for gratitude. You take away his thumb, which is literally you take away his archery. The only interest he had was for archery. Take that away. And what sort of a Guru are you? In fact, what Dronacharya did to Ekalavya, he did not even give to Arjuna or Karna or anyone for that matter. The service he gave to Ekalavya was the greatest service Dronacharya did. Only a Guru knows it and only a Shishya understood it. Nobody else understands it. I don't know, anyone ever clarified this in your life? Why was it? Is because it's only the Guru that can remove the last thought, last obstacle, the last desire between you and Godhood. Go back to the verse in the 18th chapter of the Gita. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja aham tva sarva papebhya mokshayishyami ma suchaha. Don't worry, but you need to do what? Sarva dharman parityajya. You renounce all your desires for my sake. Mamekam sharanam raja. Surrender to me for my sake. Aham tva sarva papebhya mokshayishyami ma suchaha. I will give you moksha, but you renounce all your worldly desires and come to me. Surrender to me. I will do that. What Ekalavya did, he had no other interest except archery. The last desire, the last thought he had was archery. What the Guru did, he just plucked out the last desire, gave him mokshayishyami ma suchaha. He actually did what a Guru does, gave him moksha, which no Guru has done. And an act like that is misunderstood, ridiculed. You need to be in their caliber to understand. So don't use your limited intellects to start judging people, especially great men of knowledge. You don't have the capacity to judge. Don't be loose in your understanding. So profound is this episode. Exactly the same thing what you do. When you take a coconut, what do? Don't you remove all the coir, the outer layer, remove the coir, and then don't you carry the coconut with a small tuft to the temple? Yes, sir. You take a temple tuft. Do temples accept coconuts without tufts? No, but here traditionally I'm saying. So when you carry a coconut, when you offer to the pujari, it is only the discretion of the pujari to remove the tuft, not you and mine. But you have removed the entire coir, but just left a small tuft. The tuft symbolizes the last desire between you and God. So the pujari breaks the coconut, removes the shell, exposes the kernel, which symbolizes realization. The tuft is only meant for the Guru, the pujari, not you and me. It is. He is elevated. See, what a rarity, what was it to have a caliber of a student of Ekalavya. See, it's always true, and if you have ever taken a platform as a teacher, it is the student who draws the best out of the teacher. The teacher may know so much, but if the student doesn't inspire the teacher can't do much. The extremity of it is, I come at 4 o'clock, start lecturing in this class. Empty chairs. Oh, you are inspired Guru, no? Talk. To whom? Empty chairs. Oh, I can't be talking to empty chairs. So you need an audience to draw out. What is the caliber of the audience? What is your level? So when I look at you all, I can strike a certain balance, a certain benchmark where you all are. Same topic, you give me another audience, it will be a totally different presentation. It will be totally different. Not that I am prepared differently. You bring out different knowledge out of me, provided the Guru has it. If I don't have it, I can't do anything about it. But it's the audience that brings the knowledge out or the inspiration out of the Guru. So why we got into all this is the Guru is telling the Shishya to serve so that you start growing. So service, sevaya, is an integral part of your journey. So never ever overlook opportunities to serve. I really appreciate the way you all have clinched that suggestion of serving the food or the prasadam we have every meal. You all have embraced it with great joy. I was so happy to see that idea which just was suggested. That spirit with which you take that service in everything that you do. It's not that you do certain acts of charity and say, oh, I've given 0.5% of my wealth to charity. I've done quota for my month, or 5% of my wealth I've given to charity. If you are a multi-millionaire, you can't give 5%, you'll be frustrated thereafter. So you'll say 0.5%, 1% I've given my charity, I've done my charity. It is not an act or two of charity, it is to have a charitable disposition in everything that you do. In every act you do, there must be that spirit or that wave of charity or service. It should resonate in everything that you do. That is Karma Yoga. So Bhakti, Jnanam, Karma. And when one does this entirely, he has no contention with Yama. Yama means death. Now what it means is, when one goes through change, death means change. Change of environment, change of situations, change of circumstances. You are no longer subjected to change, that's what it means. Death is only change of environment. Like 4:50, you were dead in the room, you were born here in the hall. Now very soon you will be dead in the hall, you will be born in the dining area. Again you will be dead there, you will be born back for yoga here. Again you will be dead here, you will be born somewhere else. So it's birth and death, it's change. And this birth and death of change causes a lot of unsettling. So when he says no contention with Yama, means you have hit the changeless. You have become perfect. My clock struck 6:15 sharp now, and I'm stopping with it. 6:15. Precision, dexterity, daksha. Daksha. One of the qualities of a devotee of God is daksha. Whatever you do, do it with that precision. All right. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.